Hello, Facebook family. Hello, Justice. And hello to everybody across the world who will tune in and view this Facebook Live broadcast. Facebook Live is an amazing tool. Social media is powerful and dangerous at the same time. I choose to use my social media, or at least those who let me use theirs as well, to hopefully change the world. I want to give you all a second to come on in so I can bring you all up to speed of what's going on this morning. But hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all slept well. I hope that you all. Oh my God, is he on a leash? He chilling. Now we gonna go ahead and jaywalk because I ain't even gonna take no chances. I don't see no chain on that dog. But that's how cool Cali is. Even the dogs be chilling. Watch him, y'all. Watch him. That's how cool Cali is, right? Even the dog ain't got a care in the world. Okay, y'all. So, look, this is where we are right now. We're on our way to City Hall. We're on our way to City Hall, and I'm going to reiterate what's going on just in case you are not aware. Right now, organizers across the country are making phone calls to City Hall to request a meeting. We want a meeting so that we will understand the plan to address the Skid Row issue that's been going on here in California for a long time, decades, since the 1800s. And let me give you all the facts again, just in case you're unaware. Hey, Nina, I'll see you soon. Share the video, y'all. If you all saw the video, we were driving down Skid Row. And Skid Row is a place in downtown Los Angeles where the homeless gather. And you will see homeless for blocks and miles in tents all over the place, trash piled up, garbage everywhere. And if you've never seen it, it is a very disheartening sight to see. I came down here in California to meet with those in the Justice Network who are part of our family. And they treated me like pure royalty. They even had a limousine, got a hotel, set up the meeting, got all these gifts. And I was like, wow, that all is amazing. I couldn't believe how much California showed us so much love. And then when we had our meeting, we spoke with people who are part of our network, and they told us about Skid Row being an issue and it needing to be addressed. So the first thing that I want to do before I talk about any particulars of this is I want to say I appreciate and I want to give a shout out as a man in America, all the way from Chicago, to the individuals who are actively working to resolve the Skid Row crisis. I want to thank all of them for their unrelenting pushes to get resolved for this issue. Me today being here is not a competitive approach. It is a complementing approach. I want to utilize my platform and I want to bring awareness to my family who may not have been aware of Skid Row like I was not aware of Skid Row. But when I saw that, I forgot about all of the blessings that I had experienced because I was completely heartbroken for the hundreds, no, the thousands, the tens of thousands. As a matter of fact, somewhere around 50,000 individuals who call Skid Row home. The name of the neighborhood or that area alone is disheartening because Skid Row stands for a deteriorating and decline. It says basically the people in this area are going down. That by itself is a tragedy. How can an area be called and become affectionately known as a deteriorating place to be? In Skid Row, where the homeless gather, there are over 60%, somewhere out about 64 to 66% of them are African American, people of color. There are children that are in Skid Row. And I'm just reiterating things that I hope that you all are aware, but if you're not, I'm making you aware. There are children in Skid Row sleeping in tents, sometimes sleeping right outside on the ground without any form of shelter over their heads. I don't know if they're going to school. I don't know how they're surviving. We don't know how they're eating or what they're eating. because it is actually illegal to serve open food in Skid Row. But we looked at the law. We're still looking at the law. There's a way that you can do it that is not what they're considering disruptive. But even punishing anybody for trying to feed individuals who are in need is a tragedy. Take it a step further. Not just the fact that over 60% are black, people of color. Not just the fact that there are children on Skid Row. Majority of the people in Skid Row are veterans. We just celebrated Veterans Day not too long ago. And you mean to tell me that individuals who have sacrificially gave their lives for this country were then turned around and abandoned, discarded, not even cared for? Is that because we don't think that they're good anymore? Maybe they have gotten an injury. Maybe they might have to deal with a mental ailment like PTSD. But what I want to say is that not just them, but if you ever experienced any level of homelessness, your mind is not going to always be able to take that shock. And some people may be driven to mental illnesses. And so with that being said, just because people have a mental illness do not mean that they don't deserve all of the help that what we call ourselves the richest country in America can provide. And so I do ask the President of the United States of America, who claims to be so patriotic, how does Skid Row exist in America? How is there a concentrated place where veterans are homeless and there not be an unending amount of resources provided for Skid Row? How? How do we honor our vets and not make sure that they can survive? They protected and served this country to get us where we are today. And so we're going to challenge our president. I'm asking that you all do me a favor right now, those of you that will. I'm asking for you to share Justice for Skid Row. Justice for Skid Row. Let me give you all some more specifics. The median income of this area is somewhere between $14,000 and $16,000 a year. If you know anything about California, according to our research, the cost of living here is almost already completely unbearable. And as the years go by, threatens for thousands more to end up on Skid Row. What's happening on Skid Row is individuals, because they have nothing to do, because they don't have anybody helping them out in an overwhelming amount or overwhelming sense. There's a lot of violence that goes on in Skid Row. So you find murders amongst the homeless population. You have theft that goes grossly unaddressed amongst those that are on Skid Row. You have prostitution that is going on in Skid Row, not just by adults, but sometimes also by the children. I've not gotten any sleep, and organizers all across the country, we have been compiling the data. Every 50 seconds, somebody new finds out about Skid Row. This issue has been going on since the 1800s. And you mean to tell me that America has not been able to solve this crisis? So today, for the people of California, I want to say that to the best of our ability, we are going to do everything we can to bring more awareness and to bring you more help. No, we're not asking for any donations or anything for Skid Row, because at this time, we're still trying to assess and figure out what can justice do with our international network to be or make a difference for Skid Row. But at this time, we have not figured out anything, which is why we're making our first step to request a meeting with City Hall, with the mayor, with the council members. So what I will do is be fair. Y'all forgive me. Again, we're bringing awareness. The city council has approved legislation called Measure H. Measure H has raised sales taxes by 0.25%, I believe. Don't quote me on that exact number. I believe it is 0.25%. But what I do know is that they estimate that there will be an annual increase in their federal in their funding by $355 million. $355 million a year. Measure H has been approved for over the next 10 years. What I'm concerned about is when I think about the bureaucracy and the complicitness of government, is that them being effective in making sure that that money reaches those who desperately need it. And with $355 million from the city alone, What can the governor do to also increase that amount of money? What can the president do to increase that amount of money? Because if we be honest, if America really wanted to resolve the Skid Row crisis, we could do it tomorrow. People can be relocated, houses can be built, lives can be transformed, mental illness services can be provided. Okay? With that being said, we don't want to just wait on the governor. We don't want to just wait on the president. The governor could declare a state of emergency, and he can demand federal resources. But Donald Trump, who claims to really care about Americans, he doesn't have to wait for them to declare anything. Donald Trump should show up to Los Angeles, California, in Skid Row, and be the president that they hope you could be. And so, there are people here in Los Angeles that are trying to survive. I spoke to quite a bit of people here, and this is how I'm getting the understandings that I'm getting. People here are trying to survive with their rents being so high. They wish they could help the people of Skid Row, but they're about one paycheck away from being homeless themselves or being a resident of Skid Row. And so everybody, again, please put on your hashtag, put on your social media, Justice for Skid Row. When you do that, I want to also bring awareness to those who may not be aware that we also got two individuals, two cases that are very close to the Justice family. Also, please put up Justice for Samaje and Justice for Jackson. Justice for Skid Row, Justice for Samaje, Justice for Jackson. If anybody is upset, because I'm looking at these comments, that we're bringing awareness to an issue and we're talking about it, that shows you exactly who they are. We're not worried about negativity. We're not worried about trolling, because people need to know. I did not know Skid Row existed. And if you are from here and you are angry that we're talking about it, check your heart. I pray and hope that you recognize that we're bringing more awareness to your work, and we can help change this together. Justice for Samaje, Justice for Jackson, Justice for Skid Row. While we're helping them bring awareness to this, we want them to know about them, because we got to get justice for all of these injustices. And I've been talking to our members here in California, and we're getting ready to go into the mayor's to City Hall real soon. I've been talking to those that are here in California that are part of the Justice Network, and they understand that Chicago will be fighting for Samaje, and Texas will be fighting for Jackson. So right here in California where they live, they need to be fighting for Skid Row. That is the power of our network. That is the power of who we are and what we're building and what we're setting out to do. This is not a movement of hate. This is a movement of unity, inclusion, and transformation. Did I cover everything? Let me make sure I did cover everything. So Measure H, I spoke about Measure H. What are we asking for? What are we asking for? Justice has a right to be here. You know why? Because Justice have members in California. We have a right to help. That's number one. Number two, we're not coming in this as bullies. We're coming at this as servants. So I'm going to City Hall to request a meeting with the mayor's office or anybody in the government here, asking them to give us understanding of what the plans are and what they're doing to resolve the issue. And then we got another question right after that. Then we got another question right after that. What can we do, if anything, to help you all go from legislation to implementation as it relates to resolving this crisis? And then there's another thing. We're not going to wait for the government. There are some people in California who actually do care, who are actually aware, and who are committed. We want to inspire those Californians to come down on the ground level and to do something now. But we don't want to just give food and blankets and the typical stuff. We can do that too. But it's time for us to go in as everyday people. You know why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed, in a t-shirt and jeans, as a national president of a movement? It's because I want it to be understood that it's going to be the ordinary, everyday person that's going to make the real differences in America. And so I need regular people who actually care, who actually got the passion, who actually have the heart to show up at Skid Row, and let's help as many people as possible. Let's help as many people as possible. Yep, 50,000 people. A lot of these, so yeah, I gotta say this as well. So these children who are living on Skid Row, do you all know that in Skid Row, sometimes because of mental illness and also accessibility, individuals who have completely embraced hopelessness, they don't even make it to a bathroom all the time. There are a lot of people who defecate, who utilize the bathroom right where they stand, sometimes on themselves. Sometimes they're doing it in front of stores. Sometimes they'll pull their pants down. Sometimes you see them pulling. Okay, Eric Nevis Jr., that is somebody, Eric Jr., I'm going to actually respond to that. You are fighting for homelessness, and I get it, but I don't see you trying to help Jackson's mom, who's sleeping in her car. Take care of your people first. Take care of home. Mr. Eric, number one, this is what I'm going to say to you. I read your comment because you didn't put it out there publicly. You put this woman's business out. We didn't have permission to put her business out. But if you ask Miranda, have we been helping her? It's unfortunate that you would choose to do something like that at a time like this. We have been there for Miranda and we have been there for their family, and we continue to be there for their family. As a matter of fact, you don't even know where she is. I do. And it is so unfortunate that you will come on here and do that. So now, since you did something so childish as that, I got to get her out of that situation hard because you put her business in the public. But now I'm going to say this and I'm put it in proper perspective. This woman has been fighting for her baby to get justice from that place. The only reason why she hasn't left Texas to get her life recovered is because she has been trying to fight for her child. The woman travels through the state of Texas to the best of her ability, trying to get answers for her son. And when we came, we helped her to the best of our ability with the resource that we had. And then, guess what? She finally found some backup and some hope. You didn't hear that from Miranda. I'm so disappointed in you, sir. I'm so disappointed in you, sir. And I had to bust you out publicly for putting somebody's business that is under our care out there like that. Did she give you any permission to put that out there? She didn't want her business out there like that. But now that you done it, now we got to... Anyway, I can't believe that he did that. That really upset me. I'm getting better, y'all. I'm getting better. Pray for me. But Erica has a whole nother agenda, and that's why we were not pursuing New York. But now, thank God, we got some other people to rise, and our New York family is going to have their meet and greet. I can't believe that you would do that. People are in Skid Row. They are depressed, and they are oppressed, and because of them defecating wherever they stand, there are a lot of diseases that circulate through Skid Row. That just pissed me off. There are a lot of diseases that circulate through Skid Row, y'all. And the children are susceptible to these diseases. Now, if anybody is mad that we bring an awareness to this and you looking at this and see that this is a platform, I could have just got the limousine ride that California provided me, got in the hotel. I could have just showed about the wonderful restaurants that they provided, and I could have left and went to Arizona, which is where I'm supposed to be, and did a whole nother meet and greet. But I could not be blessed and not take out time to bring awareness to the fact that I didn't even know that there's droves of homelessness, 50,000 homeless people here in California. Why are you trying to bring negativity? If you are with another group of individuals, go focus on being positive. Do your part and use your platform to change the world. Don't come on here being crazy. Miranda is on here. Miranda, I apologize that happened to you. I apologize from the depths of my heart. But I want to let you know, I'm going to call you when this is over. I'm going to call you when it's over. I'm so sorry that happened. But these children are susceptible to diseases, y'all, and they need help, and they need it now. And so this is a measure of bringing $355 million over the next 10 years to the people of Skid Row. But they don't have, some of the people in Skid Row don't have that much time. Diseases, hunger, lack of proper shelter in an area of violence, prostitution, habits, drug addiction, depression, mental illness, and so many other things. Y'all so busy up here trying to prove something that don't exist that y'all don't even realize nobody even asked for a donation. I'm here to get a meeting. I'm letting y'all know the steps. You're so hate-filled that you're not even paying attention to what's being done or said. Y'all need to grow up, just like I had to grow up. And it's okay, because you tripping. And I love you too. But guess what? You're not going to stop. You're not going to stop us from working. You're not going to stop us from building. And I got the platform, if you like it or not. And I'm going to use it to change as many lives as I possibly can. Because guess what, Eric? I know what it feels like to have people give up on you. I know what it feels like to have people discard you or not like you. They don't even know you. I know what it feels like to have people lie on you or betray you or consider you nothing. And I thank God that he found somebody unlikely like me to give me such an amazing platform. Ain't nobody mad but the devil and maybe you. Stay big man. So let's go into City Hall. I got to get my focus back, y'all. I'm still growing. And now the whole world know how much of an idiot you could be. So now you need to get yourself together and apologize. And I love it, Eric, because I'm just gonna say it. You said you were stepping away because you wanted to focus on your son, but now you found time to step back up somewhere else. You should have just been honest from the beginning. I would have loved you no different. Stop showing your hand. Now that's called a public rebuke. I am taking care of my people. Too bad you're not one of them. How you doing, sir? So individuals walking around Los Angeles like that, I don't have what it takes to help them, y'all. I don't have it all. I almost was them. But then I found I got all y'all. No, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't almost them, because I wasn't gonna get that far. My mama, my church, my network, I would never get that far. But I do know what it means or feels like to be losing. To lose your home, to lose your car, to lose your credit. You know, at one point in my life, they told me that if I had one more point on my credit score, that I would have congressional credit. I know what it feels like to lose that. And people like here in California, they're going through that every day, every year. And America is equipped to be able to change it. America is equipped to be able to change it. Now wait a minute, because now I'm lost. Where's City Hall at?
Go one block that way, make a right.
Okay, thank you. Oh my God, this is just like the dang on movies. Hey y'all, that's the Hey y'all, that's the bus from SWAT with Samuel Jackson. So, do me a favor, y'all. I'm sorry, organizers, I'll get back focused. Everybody, you're gonna see the organizers start posting right now what I need you all to do. I need you all to blow up the phone lines of City Hall and say justice request, not demand, because we ain't in fight mode yet. We're introducing ourselves. Now we're gonna be a little rough with it, but we are introducing ourselves. Put up the number of City Hall, and I need y'all to start calling City Hall and say, justice is requesting a meeting. Justice requests a meeting about Skid Row. Please make yourselves available today. Tell them where you're from so that they know people all over the world give a damn about Skid Row. This is urgent and it cannot be ignored. And I want the homeless people in California to know that we care about you. And we care about you understanding this. Skid Row is not just a place. Skid Row is a condition in America. This is crazy. Hold on. I think this is a movie. I'm finna walk on a movie set. Is this a movie down here? Trying to go to City Hall. You telling me, this is what I'm saying, Lon. What's up? Oh yeah, this is a movie set. So anyway, justice for Skid Row. Start posting it up there. Justice for Skid Row. Hey, how you get inside City Hall? Do you know?
City Hall, it's this one, right?
I'm not sure.
So that the door is right down there. It's this building right here, yeah. So right underneath the traffic light, you'll be able to go in.
Thank you. Okay. So, justice for Skid Row. Justice for Samaj. Justice for Jackson. Make everybody aware. Justice for Samaj. Justice for Skid Row. Justice for Jackson. See, ain't no way you can go down here and don't see no tent. They right there by a movie set. Justice for Skid Row. Justice for Jackson. Justice for Samaj. Justice for Jackson. Justice for Skid Row. Justice for Samaj. So go on there, call them, y'all. Flood them phone lines. Let them know we request a meeting about the plan for Skid Row. And this is our approach. Can we get an understanding of what's being done for Skid Row? What is the plan to solve an issue that's been going on since the 1800s? This ain't the first time millions of dollars have been allocated for this crisis. So what we're saying is what's being done for Skid Row. Hollywood has done all kinds of videos and documentaries on it, and then they dip. We not dipping. I can go? All right. Yeah, it's a whole movie set down here. I'm in the middle of a movie set. Put me on that movie, y'all. Okay. So they didn't put, yeah, so we want to know what's the plan. Then the next question is, how can we help? How does everyday ordinary people help? How y'all doing? I got to put my phone through there?
Yes, please.
All right, y'all finna go through the conveyor belt.
Probably the whistle belt.
Wait, what else?
Your belt. You have one, the whistle probably.
My belt, my whistle. How your day? All right. I did not know y'all badges was really that big. Okay, I'm gonna keep my watch and my ring on, right?
Is that a smartwatch?
Yeah.
You have to order it because it has a lot of electronics in there.
Man, I gotta get next.
No, that should be okay.
Okay. Right, y'all. Have an amazing day. Where? Put my belt on. How you doing, sir? How are you? I'm looking to speak to somebody. Oh, yep, that's mine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking to speak to somebody about the Skid Row area, and hopefully somebody from City Council or the mayor's office.
Go check in here. Go to the third floor help desk.
Okay.
There's the mayor has an individual focused on homeless issues.
Okay.
You can talk to that person.
Do you know the name?
Do not know her name. She's but the help desk will direct you to that person.
On the third floor? Are there any steps to go there?
Huh?
Can I go by steps? I prefer steps.
Yes, you can, but you still have to check in here.
Okay.
And then there's a step right there up to the third floor.
All right. Check in with you?
What floor are you going to?
Third floor.
Do you have ID with you?
I do.
I do. We don't need our.
Oh my God, hello. Oh my God, what's up? Freedom Fighters. Uh-oh. Freedom Fighters is here. Dana, nice to meet you. Give me a hug.
Do we need to sign in?
Are you a freedom fighter too?
Not yet.
You gonna be one? I love it. I love it.
But you here in my city, so.
I love it. I just was told other freedom fighters are showing up. Can I put y'all on here? Y'all, some freedom fighters showed up. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go on the steps, but the elevator, we're going to the third floor.
Okay.
Now that was a pleasant surprise.
I'm trying to look at all the we weren't there just for the meet and greet.
So you missed the meet and greet.
Yeah, I missed it because I had some family business. Yeah, I tried to make it. I should have came late. I didn't know you guys were gonna stay that late.
Me neither. I never know how long we're gonna stay.
For all of you know one another, is it okay to put them on your name?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we together. We family. So I'll see y'all on the third floor. Awesome. All right, y'all, get the calling. That's what I'm talking about. And I just seen a text message that say more freedom fighters are on the way. Y'all see what I'm talking about? That's powerful. Ordinary people standing together. That's how we're gonna change the world. I just can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy, and I don't believe He's brought me this far to leave me. Oh my God, look at y'all. Y'all fancy. This got to be stuff from some movies.
How about the rooms? He said the rooms are clear. He said the rooms are clear.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy, and I don't believe He's brought me this far to leave me. Never said there wouldn't be trial. Never said I wouldn't fall. How you doing? Never said that everything would go All right, y'all. Now I'm excited now. Now I got real excited. And if we don't get it, all right, shut it down. So we need to find, this is a big place. So they said it's a person dedicated to the issue. Let me see. Hello. We were told that there is a place that specifically deals with, there's a place here that specifically deals with homelessness?
Ask her about it. She's the help desk.
Help. Okay, thank you. Hello. All right, we're trying to find the department that's specifically focused on homelessness.
Specific department, or you are...
The Skid Row issue is something that we're
contacted your council member upstairs on the fourth floor?
So I'm actually from Chicago.
Oh.
And I have an organization where members are all over the country. I just visited today, and I want to get an understanding of what's happening with Skid Row. So I don't have a councilman.
So if you go up to the fourth floor and look for Councilmember Jose Huizar, he's the council district for the 14th.
So Jose
Huizar.
Huizar.
You go to the fourth floor. On the wall, there's like a placard with his name on it.
Councilman Jose Huizar.
Yes.
All right, thank you. We're going to the fourth floor, ladies. All right. So we got a name now. I need you all to start calling for Jose Huizar. Councilman Jose Huizar. Oh, them freedom fighters say, you know what, we're going to take the stairs too. She said, we young, we strong, taking stairs all day long. So for somebody, again, these are some people from California. California knows how to party. I'm learning that song. Hold the door. Come on, y'all, blow them phone lines up. Make them calls. We're looking for Councilman Jose Huizar. Jose Huizar. Let's see these freedom fighters work. Because we want to know the plan for Skid Row. Huh? That's how you support, y'all ask them. Show them what a family looks like.
This is what a family looks like.
This place is huge.
Put my phone up, but I can't watch you and pay attention.
Come on, y'all. Blow them phone lines up. Let them know justice is coming.
Wait a minute. Oh,
No, we ain't splitting up.
oh, okay.
This is, oh my God. How are we supposed to find this man? Okay, let's try this way. Council, wait, well, she said council district. Did y'all know what district Skid Row is in?
Oh, really?
Okay, Skid Row district. Do you all know what district she said? I didn't remember. Let's act, well. We back outside. Okay, that's how we're gonna do this. We finna find somebody. How you doing? Do you know what Councilman Jose Huizar is?
Yeah, he's over there at the end.
At the end?
Thank you.
Thank you.
To the left.
To the left. This is the biggest city hall I've ever seen in my life. Literally. Literally. 14. Look at them. Look at these freedom fighters be on it. 14. We're going to council. We're going to District 14. Helping the homeless in California will set the tone for helping the homeless everywhere. How about that? Jose Weezer. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, it smells good in here. Hi.
Hi.
I was actually hoping to speak to Councilman Weezard about the homelessness issue in Skid Row.
Okay, he's actually not in the office right now.
He's not in there. So is there somebody in here that can speak to us about the plans for Skid Row?
Sure.
Thank you. Can I have some of your candy? I can't. Oh, she said no. She said no. She sure did say no. All right. Better not be taxpayer funded candy. She said it's from your house. Why you mad? What you upset about?
I'm mad. I just said I'm not going to share with you.
Oh, you didn't want me to have no candy? It's okay. I want my teeth to be healthy anyway. Lord have mercy. Did y'all see that? I got 4 witnesses. No, as a matter of fact, I got 459 of them. She said no. Y'all keep on calling. Girl, that candy don't even look. That's Halloween candy anyway. That was a shock. Oh no, well, you just at this point, I just support. But if something comes up, ask it, because you are a real California resident. Y'all, did y'all hear that lady say, shoot, I couldn't have no candy? And wait a minute, I can't have no candy, and this is the office that's in charge of the homelessness? Oh, hell no. Ain't no quiet. How you doing? Hi.
How's it going?
It's going good. I'm Jedediah.
Hi, Ari.
Ari, are you helping? You're dealing with the homelessness issue?
I'm the downtown area director for the council members, so yes.
Downtown area director for council member?
I work very closely with the Skid Row community and a lot of I work more on the external side of sort of our like homelessness and social services.
Not in here. Not inside of here.
Are you recording or?
I have my phone on me.
It sounded like I heard.
I have my phone on me, director. So let me tell you who I am.
Sure.
I'm the national president of Justice. It's an international organization.
Cool.
I came here for the first time to meet members in your state, just like these 3 ladies here.
Hi, Ari.
So the first thing I want you to understand.
Brandy.
Okay.
Ramona. Nice to meet you.
The first thing I want you to understand is that we're not here to attack you guys. We're right now trying to figure out what's going on, because after all the limo rides and seeing the amazing views of California and meeting all these amazing people, I encountered Skid Row, which in our organization's meeting, they made me aware of it and said that it was a very big and bad problem.
Yep.
When I saw it, as a Chicagoan, my heart was completely broken, because that's not what I've seen on TV about California.
Right. So I have to run to another meeting.
Okay.
Usually you gotta make
schedule
an
it.
appointment or schedule
We
a
can
meeting
do
with
that.
us,
We want to schedule a meeting.
But yeah, what specifically are you hoping to meet?
So
about?
we understand that there's Measure H,
Yes.
which is the sales tax increase, but we're trying to figure out what exactly is being done for Skid Row and how can an international network of people help, because
Awesome. Yeah,
it's been around since the 1800s, and we think it shouldn't be going on for another year. And if all of America help, maybe we can solve it for you guys.
Yeah, well, Skid Row has, in terms of sort of what it is today, really is more came out of the 1930s, 1940s,
Mhm.
it's 1800s. But yeah, absolutely. I'd be more than happy to talk. We work with a ton of community partners on issues pertaining to Skid Row. So let me give you my card.
Okay.
Probably the best thing to do is if we could set up a call.
Set up a call. That's great.
Or I'm happy to sort of,
So this is his district, but who also from the mayor's office handles this in this
the
office?
mayor's office.
No, I said. Okay,
Elisa Orduña.
listen to me. I need y'all to calm down because y'all so defensive. It's still in your tone.
No.
I'm asking you.
I'm good. I work with
Can
community
I-
partners all the
all
time.
right,
But I
so-
see that you're like Facebook living this shit, and so I'm just trying to like.
Yeah, well, that's for a lot of reasons. Because guess what? You get a chance to now tell the world what amazing work you're doing. Perspective is everything. You're still defensive. So again, if
Right.
I may.
But you also just came right into our office. You didn't reach out ahead of time. You didn't ask for a meeting. Or
Yeah, we
anything,
did.
And now you're filming.
We called. We reached out.
Well, now you have my contact info.
Okay.
Feel free to reach out.
Can I finish asking my question?
Sure.
Okay. So this is the councilman's office.
Yep.
I'm asking for who in the mayor's office is handling this issue so I can go speak to them.
There's a lot of people. You can talk to Elisa Orduña. So do you want me to write down her info?
Please.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. We're not attacking you.
I'm not.
This
I'm
is
not
you all's
feeling
chance to
attacked.
say, hey, we fixing this and this is how y'all can help.
There's a ton of that we can share. I mean, on the city side, obviously, like we have our first Measure HHH allocations. Because the HHH is the city's pot. H is the county's pot.
Okay.
So HHH is the $1.2 billion tax bond that voters passed in November. That now, we actually our council district has the most HHH project allocations for 2017, which is the first year. So we have 3 in Skid Row that are new, permanent supportive housing projects. But basically, HHH guarantees that we got to build at least 10,000 units of permanent supportive housing over the next 10 years.
Nice.
So it's huge.
See, that's something.
Yeah. No, there's so much to share. We're tackling things on the homelessness side. We're tackling things on sort of the mental health side. That's really where we're working with.
See,
That's
give
where we're
me
coming in
5.
really key.
Give me 5.
Well,
Give me 5.
You can't.
I want 5.
I know.
Okay,
when,
thank you.
When you come in with like the,
Well, you've had
that's-
homelessness since 1900. Don't think it's always going to be nice. But when
Yeah.
when people come like that, you just tell them what you're doing.
Yeah.
We
There's-
don't know.
Right. There's a lot to share, but our time is very limited, and now I'm already.
And I know
late
government
to a
be
meeting.
government
So-
be bullshit, spitting across the country. Hopefully y'all not
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
I know for sure.
So-
I love to share all the things we're doing. Our team works really, really hard on Skid Row, so I'm happy to share plenty of info. Just let's find a time.
Okay, Jose. Well, I'm gonna go look, and now we're gonna see if we can do the same thing with the mayor's side. Her name is Elisa.
Elisa Orduña.
All right, and tell her
Yeah,
behind the
I
counter
wouldn't-
if she gonna
I
have
wouldn't
candy,
expect
she
that
should
she's
make it
just
for
gonna
everybody.
be, like out and ready to.
But she wasn't. If she gonna have candy, it should be for everybody. Okay? Because I might say, no, I don't want no candy now, but thank you.
It's not good anyway.
It's not good. I said it wasn't good candy.
For like 3 weeks,
So yeah, man, I'm gonna call you. My name is Jedediah again.
Okay.
All right. Hopefully we can help you. That was good. And so hey, when we call, I bet we get our meeting. So let me say this to y'all. We're not bullies. We're not bullies, and we're not coming to attack anybody unless we have to. I had to get them off of the defensive. Give me a 5. Tell us what you're doing. We don't know. The public don't know. But I'm not going to come in here with no smiles after seeing Skid Row the way I saw it. The way that I saw it, I'm not going to do it the way that I saw it, number 1. And then number 2, knowing that it's been here since the 1900s, ain't nobody finna be coming in here with no all smiles. You hear what I'm saying? And so I did not put the camera on him because he didn't need it yet. He's been nice. Now, if he stopped being nice, then we'll put the camera on. Well, y'all, where the stairs at? Because we got to go find Elisa. So here is the question that's got to be answered. How can Justice Family in California help them resolve this issue? Where the stairs at, fellas? How you doing? Where the stairs at? The stairs to walk down?
Oh, stairs. Oh, follow me. I'm going.
All right.
How far you want me to go?
To Elisa. I believe she's from the city side.
Okay, you need to go to 3rd floor then. The mayor's office is 3rd floor.
3rd floor? Okay. And you served in the military? You served in the military? Oh, no. No? Okay. Oh, let me hold it for y'all. We're just, the police was blocking the door. You saw that? We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Because we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we're going to the mayor's office. Okay. Now imagine if all of California came in here and did this together. You all would change it. You all will change it. So, and this is for the people who be mad that I'm always in the front and I'm visible. You listening? Do this. Stop being scary. Break the mold. Be tough. Be respectful. Engage. And you'll do it. You'll get it done. Why? The news, I just heard that the news is on the way. So y'all be mad that y'all see me on the news. Is this it? Let me get out these. They trying to put us in these corners. Don't y'all get me up out these corners. She gonna run with me. Wait, do y'all sit on any of these doors?
No, because she said look for the elevator turn. Yeah, let's look for light down there.
Is it right here? I don't know. This don't. Hey, excuse me. Okay, you. Excuse me, do you know how to get to the mayor's office?
It's right here.
It's where?
Somewhere. I don't know if it's on the second floor or the third floor, but it's in that corner somewhere. One of those trash cans, I'll just take a quick right.
Thank you. So he told us to go right, but he didn't give us the right area. So Jose, so this is the next steps you all from here. We're gonna call them. Hold on. But let me ask her again. I'm sorry, I gotta ask her again. Excuse me, it's me again. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'll be back. I ain't got time to wait. Yeah, I'm looking for Lisa from the mayor's office.
Lisa Orduña?
Yeah.
Okay, she works on the 15th floor, I think.
The 15th, y'all is not for real.
Let me, you here for a meeting with her?
I'm here to request a meeting with the mayor's office, Jose Rios, Elisa. I want to see all of them.
So you don't have an appointment with...
I don't. I'm here to hopefully get one.
I see. So the best avenue would be...
And you are? I'm Jedediah.
I'm Andre. I'm in the mayor's office of communications.
Okay, cool.
So the best thing to do would be to make an appointment. I don't know if they know if she's here right now. So what I would do is I would call Elisa's office and make an appointment.
So this is the thing. Right now, you have people all over the world who are caring about the Skid Row issue. I'm the national president
of
the Skid Row issue.
Okay.
I'm the national president of the family. And so I visited your city to meet my chapter members and found out about Skid Row. It broke my heart. So if the mayor isn't available, or Lisa isn't available, or Jose, or Mark who did Measure H, I need somebody that's available that can tell us about the wonderful work you all are doing with the homelessness. So we can also figure out how can we help with an international network of people.
That'd be outstanding. It's just that, you have to you have to make an appointment.
No, I get that, but it's urgency. So you got somebody. It could be an intern. Somebody should know. what's going on and how we could plug in before I get on the plane and leave here, right?
Well, Lisa leads the homelessness policy.
Lisa, is that Alisa? So I don't want to, and this is me being honest, I want to work with y'all to see if we can help, because I got members here who very much so are concerned about the issue. So I want to go back and tell the world, you all do care and y'all do want the help. So can you get me somebody? And let me tell you this, I'm from Chicago. I know about the formality stuff. If you all understand the urgency, I know y'all, because a situation like that, every time somebody come to y'all city, when they see that, our heart breaks. Can you get me somebody who could speak to that issue?
I can try to find you somebody. I'm rushing to a meeting right now, to be honest with you. So you're trying to find Alisa Orduña?
I'm looking for anybody that can give me some understanding of Skid Row. Yes, anybody.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the best person to help you when on Monday morning unannounced.
I would think that if y'all saw how important Skid Row, because you're in charge of communications, it should be somebody that got a job right there by Skid Row for people like me.
Well, we have people who cover Skid Row.
So where they at?
They're in meetings right now.
Okay.
On my staff, everyone's in meetings right now.
So y'all don't have it. Okay.
So Alisa, I can try to find and see if Alisa is available. You have a card that I
can give you my information, absolutely. So you're gonna see if Alisa's available, and I'm gonna get you my information.
I like your card.
Yeah, so I'm finna write it down, and then. So when you come back, Jetta. Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay? The best way to get a meeting with someone on a Monday morning isn't to show up unannounced. It is to make an appointment, because we don't know what their schedule is. I don't know if Alisa's.
That works. That works for somebody that's not used to going and getting meetings right away. I'm from the city of Chicago, the third largest city in America. I don't have appointments. When it's something like this, let me tell you how this works. When y'all call us, we got to drop everything. This is how government is. So if I go to a press conference right now, and y'all will be blowing on my phone, and y'all will demand a meeting right away, you don't want no appointment. So I'm not being disrespectful to you. I'm saying y'all got an issue that's been around since the 1900s, since the 1880s, and you telling me y'all don't have a direct line of information?
I'm not certain I have
you got a pen?
Answer all your specific questions right now, right off the bat, because I don't have Lisa's calendar in front of me.
I got you. I ain't asked. So if Lisa's unavailable, somebody is available. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Go get them. Y'all making all this money. Y'all living good. Skid Row ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah, so he could sense a level of
Yeah.
urgency. I mean, we wouldn't just come down here.
They talking. That's government talk. Trust me, I know.
Not everybody he asked us if it was something he could help us with.
I bet you it was a protest outside there, find somebody. If it was a protest outside, trust me, Lisa have her butt right out there talking.
He said he could, all of a sudden he was going to rush to get the meeting. He's going to stop us.
Put pressure on these government officials. Stop letting them serve that bull crap. And then they'll tell you that you can get a meeting, but it's a year from now.
We ain't got a year from now.
Exactly.
People are camped out right out front of this building.
That's how they do it. Y'all need a meeting scheduled, and it's a kid out there watching grown folks take a dump on the sidewalk. Miss me with it.
You have your info, so
Here you go. I'm gonna give you this too, so you'll have where I'm from. All right, they got my information. Now go get Lisa. Because if we don't get it, I'll stay in California longer. The weather ain't that bad. I can stay here a little longer. We can let the world know that if they rather have help or rather fight. Hopefully they rather have help. On one end, requesting a meeting is professional, and it is a sound bit of advice. But when you have a sense of urgency, miss me with that meeting crap. I promise you. If it was a press conference, the mayor herself or her right-hand person be calling and telling us, Jedediah, we want you in the office right now. That's how they do. We want to talk to you right now. Well, I'll be like, well, could you schedule an appointment? You know, I'm very busy. Can you schedule an appointment? So y'all put the pressure on these people to do their job. Okay. How you doing? Man, you sharp. Okay, y'all. So again, I'm not putting the camera on them because I haven't gotten the full, I'm waiting on the laws to be given back to me. I got people researching the ordinances and the laws, but I know I can film. Good news. I'm finna be proud. I'm finna be proud.
Yeah, man. We talk, and you and I privately?
Talk privately?
Yeah, you and I.
Okay, I'm gonna let them hold. If I get started, don't y'all gonna be trying to arrest me now.
No, we're gonna try to rush.
Here. Here. Brandy, here. Brandy, from the floor. Here. So your face? Yours. That's all right. Yeah. Which way? Yeah. No. Frank, I'm not done with this. Frankie, is she good? What can you see? Him? Or us?
You can't see us. You can't
See who? Us?
Yeah. So you, yeah.
Now who you see now?
Oh, you're talking about me. Let me go.
Right. You wanted you to turn it around and get him. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. How do I do this? How do you turn this camera around? It's the Android. Here he comes.
This is not the right place for the meeting. So I'm gonna have her come down.
So if I turn it this way, will they be able to see him or no?
You said follow you, right? Okay. Can my team come with me, please?
Do you want to hang out here?
Oh, you want me to stay there?
Oh, yeah.
So this is oh no, we're gonna wait for her to come back. So here go your update. So he wanted to pull me to the side and he wanted to speak to me about the approach. And we spoke about the approach. I'm letting them know I'm not an asshole, but I know how much y'all play games. I know how government people can be. And just like I get beat up, people call me all kind of names for where I'm at. Everybody ain't finna come smiling at y'all and be happy all the time. And so we had to have that conversation as men. I shook his hand and I said, well, if you felt like I was being disrespectful to you, I apologize. But we still want what we want, and that is we want answers for this situation. And we also want to know if we can help them. Just like I told them, if you all are doing such amazing work, when people approach y'all, you all should be able to, in a very public way, declare how you are helping this issue. And not only in a public way show that, let us know how we can help y'all. This is why people, again, don't like me. Okay, y'all ready? Come on. Yeah. Freedom fighters came together, we stay together. All right. People just don't like to be challenged when they think they receive authority, that's all. All right, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we are the Freedom Fighters of Justice. So as I explained to them, I have a worldwide network. Mm-hmm. We're in 50 states and in 21 countries. Mm-hmm. And so we're here to meet with some of our Californians, and this is 3 of them. And we had an amazing experience. We saw the greatness of California, from limousines to views to amazing restaurants. And then I saw Skid Row. I could not leave without coming to find out what's being done about Skid Row. Mm-hmm. And if anything, how could we help? Mm-hmm. Because it's been around for a long time, but I think that this could be the generation that eradicates it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't mind, I would like for you to.
Well, I want to ask you really fast. Did you talk to Andre about live streaming?
Okay, what about it?
Oh no, I just want to make sure you mentioned it to the.
I told him. I said that if you all have things that you're doing that's good, it shouldn't be a problem with letting the world know.
Oh, I absolutely agree. This is only because I'm the homelessness policy coordinator. I don't do communications, so I just want to make sure that someone there is in the loop because that's just my own.
You want to go double check?
Huh? No, just Anna Barnes.
I said it to him, and it's on video because when I was talking to him, it was on.
I totally believe this is more just like so my bosses don't later like where was communications in the room. Is that okay?
So yeah, and I'm okay. That's fine.
Thank you. So this is our meeting.
This is your meeting.
Yeah.
And this is what citizens have to do in their neighborhoods.
You're awakening my purpose. Do you know that? You really are.
Your purpose is awakening?
Yes.
So we got to show them what a family looks like. Okay, here comes somebody from communication. You can't film. Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
You live streaming?
I am. He's been doing it the whole time. You're shocked at that. You don't remember that. You didn't see this phone.
You didn't tell me you were live streaming the meeting.
You have a problem with us live streaming the meeting?
It's a private meeting.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this because it's more so about the mission than it is about the live stream. You all will have an update from us